Hello everyone, welcome to our webinar today. Thanks for your time in advance. My name is Farshad Purshag. I am the Solution Technical Manager for our Structural Solutions at GRAITEC North America. As you see, our subject for the webinar today is going to be Advanced Design, the powerful finite element solution for advanced steel projects. So let's go on with our slides. So the outline of our webinar today is going to be, we will talk about advanced design and how can you use advanced design for your steel projects. Why advanced design is the best structural solution for the steel structures, either on analyst side or design side. We will talk about advantages of the BIM workflow between GRAITEC Advanced Design and Autodesk Advanced Steel. Then we will go and see how this process works as a live demo inside the software. As well, we will see how the modeling and steel design works in advanced design. Finally, we will have a conclusion and questions and answer session. So advanced design is the key for your steel solutions and steel projects. So as we will see in the next slides here, the main benefits that we can talk about advanced design for our steel users are, first of all, the transfer of geometry between advanced design and advanced steel. So in case if you already have your geometry in advanced steel, you can easily send that model to advanced design. So as you see here in advanced design and both in advanced steel, we have a power pack tool, which is going to be sending your files or even synchronizing it as a GTCX special GRAITEC format in between both software. The section mapping, it's going to be easy and it's going to be done automatically. The mapping is very accurate. So we have a full library of steel sections for North America and as well material. In terms of synchronization, as you know, if you have sent your model to advanced design and probably you have done some modifications, then you can use synchronization option to send back your model, including all of the changes inside advanced steel again. And then you will have an option to either decide to accept the changes or you can ignore them. So that is a very fast and also a multiple synchronization. So I'm going to show you that you have the option to select some specific elements to modify them or ignore them. So you will have control on all of those elements. All of the foundations that you have modeled in advanced steel, they will be modeled in advanced design automatically as supports. You can also send or transfer compound cross sections from advanced steel to advanced design. Other properties of the elements are also will be automatically transferred through advanced design to advanced steel. Again, thanks to the GTCX format and its flexibility. The other main advantage of advanced design is also the philosophy of modeling, how you create your models in advanced design. So there's no nodes, you only create your objects. It's much more easier and faster in terms of modeling your geometry in case if you want to modify something or create your model in advanced design directly. So for steel projects, as you see here, we have several benefits. So we will go through some of them in these slides. So the first one, as you see here in advanced design, we have a project browser. So as you see here in the left column here, this makes organizing your model much more easier. So you can always, as you see here, for example, you can put your beams in one group, columns, rafters, etc. And you will have control on all of those components based on the systems that you have defined there. So in case if you want to hide them or isolate them or inspect them, it's going to be much more easier to control them directly from the project browser. Although you also have the option that you can click on that specific element and that element will be selected individually, and then you can go and check the properties or modify them. But as I mentioned earlier, project browser makes it much more easier, and you will have a much more organized model. The other tool that we have in advanced design, which can be very useful, is the structure generator. So we have a specific generator, as you see here, a screenshot of that you can create several types of standard structures. You just input the parameters in these dialog boxes, and advanced design will automatically create that specific structure for you. Steel member optimization. So we have this tool in advanced design. So as you know, when you are designing your structure for specific steel sections, after you have imported it inside advanced design, you have several options. The first one is obviously you can verify the section. So advanced design will let you know if that specific section is passing your specific code checks or no. But we also have another useful option, which is called member optimization. Advanced design can automatically change your sections to match for the perfect scenario. So for example, in this case, as you see, I'm looking into a workload ratio of lower 100%. And to make my structure more optimized, I'm changing also automatically all of the sections that they have a workload ratio under 70%. So advanced design can automatically perform this process for you. As well, the other important benefit of advanced design is it also includes the 7 degrees of freedom, which is a warping degree of freedom for steel sections. So for very specific sections, this is gonna affect your model, and you will have more accurate internal forces as well as design. Of course, creating loads, it's always maybe tough for specific structures, either wind loads, snow loads, or seismic loads. So the good news is we have all of them automatically generated in advanced design. So as you see here, the wind load, as well as snow loads, and also the snow drift load can be automatically applied to the structure through advanced design. You just need to import your properties of that specific load case, for example, the location, factors, etc., and advanced design, including your geometry automatically. It will take care of your load generation. Same thing for seismic load generator. We have several tools in case if you want to evaluate the structure for seismic loads. We have specific model analysis. We have the REITs method. We have spectral analysis, and as well we have time history analysis, as you see here. So there's no limitation on applying forces to your structure. After, obviously, you have performed the structural design, one of the important parts is the actually reports. So if you want to investigate what is wrong with that specific element, or if you want to create a report to send it to an engineer, advanced design can provide you with very detailed steel reports that can be also modified. So we have also templates for our reports that you can define your own templates, and based on that template, that report will be generated. So you have the option to modify it, remove stuff, add chapters, etc., etc. As well, on top of our specific GTCX format, which is actually the subject of this webinar, we also have in advanced design other beam links or formats. So as you see here, IFC, DXF, CSX, etc., etc. You can always import or export these types of file formats as well from advanced design. One of the main points also is, well, if you want to code check your structure, what kind of codes we have in advanced design. And the good news is we have all of the updated codes, both either for US or Canada. And as you see here, for steel, concrete, even the combinations or loading codes, we have all of the up-to-date codes or standards in advanced design. As well, you see some of our clients that in this slide that they are already using advanced design, and we have thousands of them around the world. So here I would like to just show you some of the projects, steel projects that's been performed with our clients or customers. So as you see here, we have very complicated steel structures. uh, steel towers as well, arc structures, etc., etc. So in terms of modeling as well, advanced design is also very, very powerful. Talking about the workflow between advanced steel and advanced design, as you see here, I have a small picture here to just show you how it works. So you can either start from advanced steel, or you can even start from advanced design. So in most of the cases, if you already have your geometry in advanced steel, you can always use this workflow. So you can start from advanced steel using our GRAITEC Power Pack. You can export your file, which contains all of the properties as a GTCX inside advanced design. In advanced design, we apply our forces. It can be dead loads, which is going to be automatically calculated by advanced design, or any other type of loads. As I mentioned earlier, we have automatic load generators for those. So you apply those loads to structure, perform your steel design, get your workload ratios, make sure your structure is passing the code checks, and then again, through GTCX, you can send that back to advanced steel, your model. And using the synchronization option, as you see here below, the dialog box for synchronization, in case if you had some changes in advanced design, using this dialog box, you can apply them to your advanced steel model automatically. And here you have all of the options in case if you want to keep your elements in advanced steel, ignore the change, or accept the change. So these are very flexible tools for you in case if you want to use this workflow. It can be also other workflow. For example, you can always start as well from advanced design, mostly in case of engineering consultancy offices. If they prepare, they can start from advanced design, the modeling, and as soon as they are done with that, they can use this workflow through GTCX and send their model to advanced steel to perform the detailing and other specific operations on their projects. So the next slide that I would like to talk about that today is obviously what kind of structures we can import or export through GTCX. So as you see here, this GTCX covers steel structures, concrete, timber, and even mixed structures. As well, the other very important part here is in advanced design, we have specific tools that you can use those tools to modify or improve your model. So in some cases, for example, if you have not aligned your system lines in advanced steel in between beams and columns or braces, you may have some difficulties to perform a structural analysis. And that is not specific for advanced design. In any other analysis software, you need to have your system lines connected into the nodes so software can perform analysis. So if you have done it before in advanced steel, that is very good. So the model will come clean and really ready to analyze. But in case if you have not done it, we have tools in advanced design, as you see here, that using these tools, you can always fix those issues. So you will have all of your system lines connected to each other in nodes, and you're good to go for the analysis. As well, the other important part in the GTCX transfer is GTCX is also able to export finite element results from advanced design to advanced steel. So in case if you're doing connection design in advanced steel, as you know, you need nodal forces from your structure. So the good news is GTCX format can also export those forces to advanced steel. So let's go and see all of these subjects I discussed with you live inside both software, advanced steel and advanced design. Okay, we are in advanced steel, and I have opened my steel structure here. So as you see, it's a structure with some foundations and as well some slabs. So the first thing that we need to make sure to export our model to advanced design is our system lines. You see the red lines here. they need to be converged in one node here. So it is very important because for structural analysis solutions to create the correct stiffness matrix. So we need to make sure that system lines are attached to each other in all of the corners. So actually, if it's not the case, we have some tools in advanced design that you can modify this and fix these issues, but it's always better to start from the beginning, as you see here. So correct system lines are connected at nodes. The other important part here is we need to make sure that our members that we want to export to advanced design, they have been defined as structural members. So if I go to properties and behavior, we need to make sure that this check mark is there. So it's a structural member. So if there are elements in your structure that you don't want to use them as your structure analysis or design, then you can remove this check mark and they will not be exported. So to export my model from advanced steel to advanced design, we will use GRAITEC Power Pack tool, which is installed on advanced steel. And as you see, I have selected the Power Pack tab here. The Power Pack is a special tool that it makes possible to export, import, and synchronize our models with GRAITEC solutions using the GTCX format. So in this case, I will click on export and a window will be opened. And in this case, I can simply name my GTCX file. So let's call it AS new synchronize GTCX and click save. So now it's exported. And as you see, I have a message here. So always make sure to save the model in advanced steel to keep the compatibility. Okay, there you go. So now we are done with advanced steel now. And now we go to advanced design to import our GTCX file. Okay, I have opened advanced design. So this is the first page of advanced design interface, advanced design software. So I will click OK. No. So as you see, I can have a list of my previously opened projects here. Also, we have some samples here. As well, the nice thing is if you want to get more information or features of advanced design, you can click on learn, and we have videos, webinars, blogs, etc. there that it can help you with advanced design. Now, what I'm going to do is I need to select my design code. So we click on configuration. And as you see, I can, based on my localization, I can either use Canada, which it will follow all of the updated codes based on Canadian localization, or we have other countries as well. So for example, for US, you can just switch on US. And as you see, I have all of the codes related to US here. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I will stay, for example, with Canadian localization. So select Canada. I will change the language to English and click OK. So as you see here, if I want to start a new project in advanced design, I can simply click on new, open will open a recent project. But in this case, I'm going to import my model from advanced steel, which is a beam link. So I will click on beam import. And now we just select the file that we named. So it's here, advanced design, advanced steel, new sync. Click on that and click on open. So now we are reading in the GTCX file and data containing the geometry, material, sections, etc. into advanced design. Okay, so the project is imported inside advanced design. So we can close this window here. In case if you want to define some project names and other properties for the project, you can put them here. In this case, I will just close this window. And there you go. This is the structure. I will just rotate it. And as you see, all of the sections, even supports, as well the slabs are imported inside advanced design. I will just change my working plane, vertical, and there you go. So for example, if I click on this foundation here, you will see that all of the values are imported automatically from advanced steel, or even for the sections. If I click here, I'm going to have the material and sections imported automatically. And on top of that, as you see, we also have the slabs imported with the correct parameters of material and thickness, etc., which I can include in my structure analysis. So, talking about advanced design, as you see here, like it's a full 3D analysis software. So we have all of the required tools up here to modify our model. Okay. So in case if you want to add an element or remove an element, it's all possible here. For example, it's very easy actually in advanced design. You can just click here, and with just clicking on snap points, I can create my elements. Okay. In case if you want to modify the properties of a member or element, all of the properties are listed here on the right side. So in terms of material section, or let's say if you want to add a release the member, in case if you want to modify the eccentricity, and as well all of the required design parameters, if you need to modify them, all are going to be listed here in the member properties. In this case, we will just keep it as default here. So what you can do now to perform the analysis of this structure, well, obviously we can go here in the project browser, which is also another benefit of advanced design, because you can easily organize your structure using this um, what we call a project browser. So I can group all of the required members or elements. We can select them and put them in one of the groups here in my project pilot, and then I will have access or possibility to either isolate them, hide them, show them, etc., etc. So, for example, what we can do here right now is we can simply create a new substructure, okay, here. And for example, name it as first story, okay. And now I can simply select all of my elements of the first story. Let's say these ones, okay, and drag and drop them here inside this element. So just keep selecting and drop them here. So now I have all of the elements from my first story in this category. So in case if you want to hide them, you just click here and all of the first story will be hidden. Okay. Or we can do the same as a second story. So we can do the rest like here. I can use my shortcut F6 and I can name this as second story. There you go. And now what you need to do is just you can always select all of the elements and drag and drop them here in this group. So as you see now, I have in my project pilot, I have two stories that I can either isolate them, display them, or etc. So this will make working with your elements much more easier. Now what we're going to do is we will add our loading. So advanced design can automatically create a dead load. So here we just go here, right click, and I will create a load case family. Let's go with dead load and click OK. So as you see, a dead load will be created automatically, which it contains all of the self weight of the structure. Okay. You can add also other types of loads. For example, we can add also a live load. Click here, and there you go. Now I have a live load case. And also applying loads in advanced design is also very simple. For example, in case if you want to add a uniform load on those slabs, you just need to go here. As you see, we have different types of loading. So in this case, I can go with a planar load. Click there. Then we click on here and add the intensity, -5 kilonewton, for example. And now we're just clicking I can start to add my uniform load on the structure on this slab, and also I can add on the second slab as well. Okay, so now as you see, we have our -5 kilonewton applied to the structure. So obviously I can auto scale my forces so I can see them clearly here in the model. So as well, what you can do is one of the other benefits of advanced design is you can actually also add automatic climatic load generator. So in terms of wind, snow, or seismic, I can simply add my first load areas to the structure to apply a wind load. And it's going to be just with clicking on these members. And here you can rotate it and add the load area for this type, this side. And finally, I will add the back side of the structure. There you go. So now I can actually create wind loads on this structure. We can also do the same for the second story. There you go. And here, and finally the front side. Okay, this is to make sure that all of the wind load will be transferred through my members to the foundation and other structural members. So to create a wind load automatically in advanced design, you can simply first create the wind load type. So I will go here, and as you see, based on NBC 2015, or in case of US codes, it'll be AIC code. So I can click here. Okay. And here, I just need to define the parameters of my wind load pressure. So in this case, for example, we can go here, select the region to calculate the wind pressure, default wind pressure value. So let's go with Montreal in this case. And click OK. So as you see, it's going to be automatically defined. And after that, we are now ready to automatically generate our wind forces around the structure. So simply right click and click on automatic generator. And there you go. So all of the automatic wind loads around the structure will be created. And the nice thing is all of those values can be modified and checked. So for example, for X direction, I can click here and I can go one by one. I can check the values. If needed, I can modify them. So this is a very nice tool in advanced design that it makes it very simple to create these kind of loads. And as I mentioned earlier, it also works for snow loads and seismic forces. So now I have the forces defined on my structure, and we are ready to analyze and design my structure. So first of all, we need to create our load combinations. So I right click here and click properties. So for load combinations, you can either add them manually. We have that option there, but we can also use the automatic generator for load combinations. So click here and I will simply click generate, and all of the possible load combinations based on National Building Code of Canada will be created. And as you see, it contains all of the required load factors. We click OK, and now we can actually run steel design on structure. So click on analysis, and I select steel design and click OK. So now analysis will be started, and advanced design will provide us with the required results for steel design. Okay, the analysis is finished here, and now I have results. As you see, I have some warning messages here that's telling me that some of my beams here are continuous. So if we want to double check for deformation, we make sure that those elements or beams are continuously defined. So for now, we will just ignore this. And now to get the results, you can get several types of results. For example, the first one is displacements. If I click here, advanced design will show me the displacement. of our structure. You have control on units from here. So here I have it here, but if you double click, you can always modify the units that you're using. As well, I can check the deform shape based on all of the load cases that I have defined and all of the load combinations. So for example, if you want to check just for wind in X direction, you click there, and this is the deform shape for wind in X direction. On top of that, I can also check for the forces in the structure. So let's go, for example, for the dead load again, and click here, and we will select the, for example, axial load. And there you go. So here I can see the axial load in the columns and beams, etc. Or we can check also for the moment. And this is the moment created because of all of those loads. And actually, in case of dead load here, and these are the moment diagrams. So you have also control on how to display these results. For example, I can put the values on all of those diagrams. So we can also modify the diagram scale or text scale based on your preference. So all is modifiable from here. Same thing for the plate elements or slabs. So for example, if I want to check the stress inside the slabs, you can simply go to stresses, and here you select which type of stress you want to see. In this case, for example, I can go with SX top and click here, and there you go. Here we can check how much stresses are being applied to the slabs for this specific load case. So the other important part that we are here actually is we want to check if our steel sections are passing the code check or no. So this is very important for a designer or advanced steel user in case if they want to see if the section can be used in their project or no. So for that here we have our design results, and we actually check for different criteria. In this case I will go with strengths, and here let's go with the max and click here, and now I can see which members or steel sections are not passing the code check. In this scenario, I see these are around 50% overstressed, and also I have some members that they are well below, like 29%. So actually we can economize them and make them smaller, and also we need to make these sections more strong, so in order to the structure to pass the code check. So the good news is advanced design is also able to provide us with sections that we need. So you just need to define your settings for steel. So I go there, and here, for example, in optimization, I can ask the software to notify us or provide us with other sections in case if a workload ratio is over 100, and to economize a member or section, I can activate this and ask the software to provide us another section in case if let's say the working ratio of that member is below 60%. So we are actually economizing our structure using this tool there. As well, for how advanced design will provide us with those sections, we have different criteria. You can search type as height, inertia, or weight, etc. So in this case, for example, we can go weight, just to say weight on the sections, and click OK. Now what we can do is, for example, if we are talking about this section there, what we can do is I can select this and do calculation again on that section. We click yes, and now I can check the results again. So it was 23%, but now we can check and see if advanced design is providing us with another section. So we click here, and now I see that advanced design is offering us instead of this section, this type of section, which is going to be more efficient in my structure. So again, here you have the option to accept this change. And in this case, I will accept it. So this section and accept all and click OK. Now I have Advanced Design automatically has changed this section to the element that we wanted to optimize it. So actually, you can do the same for all of the structure, or you can go one by one in which element you want to do that modification or optimize that element. So it's up to you for that. So now that we have modified a member here and I have my structure analysis, so let's try to synchronize back this model from Advanced Design into Advanced Steel to see how the workflow will work. So it's actually very simple. So what I'm going to do here, I can simply go to my main structure. So here. And now, since we know that we have already Advanced Design already changed that section, now we can go to beam link here. And similar to Advanced Steel here, I have the export option. So I'm exporting back my model from Advanced Design to Advanced Steel. So click export. And now in the same folder, I will name my file as export to Advanced Steel. So I will click here and it will be saved. Okay, so the GTCX file has been created. Now we can go to Advanced Steel. So my model is here. And now we will synchronize our modified model from Advanced Design here in Advanced Steel. So you go to GRAITEC Power Pack and we click on synchronization. So click here. This will bring up the synchronization window. And as you see here, now I can open the file. So we named it export to AS. Click here and open. So what's going to happen here, I can see all of the changes, or if I have deleted some elements in my structure in Advanced Design, I will see in this window all of those changes. So the nice thing about this window is you can always filter them. So based on, or sort them as you see here, or I can also filter them. So with the right click, I can filter all of the elements that I have here to see the changes, and as well based on decision, status, level, etc., etc. That's one thing. The other thing is we can also search based on what parameters that we want to see it's changed. So in this case, for example, I can search here for type because I have changed my type of section. And here, if I go here, I see that yes, it's been detected. So it's a column in the first story. And if you want to see more details, you can click on this plus sign. And now I can clearly see that my section has been changed from the original one to a new one. So in this case, again, it's up to you in case if you want to accept this change or ignore it. So in this case, I will accept it. So go here and click accept, and we click on apply. It's asking for confirmation. Yes. And if you want to have a report, you can also have a report. In this case, I will just ignore it. So no. And now my changes should be applied automatically to my structure in Advanced Steel. So we click OK. And now if I check that specific section here in Advanced Steel with the properties, I will see that it is changed to 1430, the same section that we had in Advanced Design. So if I go to Advanced Design, and if I select here, we see that it's changed. But because I have not modified my other columns here, they are similar what we had before from Advanced Steel model. Okay. So if I go back to Advanced Steel, you will see that, for example, this column has not been modified. So as you see here. Okay, that is it for our live demo. So let's go back to our slides. Okay, great. So now that we saw all of the tools in action in the software, let's have a conclusion on what we had today in our webinar. So as you saw, advanced design is the best-in-class finite element analysis solution for steel structures. We went through the BIM workflow with advanced steel. We saw how climatic generator can help you to create the loads in advanced design and apply them to your structure automatically. As you saw, it is very user-friendly, both advanced design software and as well the synchronization mechanism. We went through steel section optimization and how to check them, and as well how advanced design is able to automatically modify your sections. We checked the codes, specifically for North American codes, and we saw that advanced design can perform all of those checks for North American codes. We went through the design reports, and as another very important point that I would like to mention here in conclusion is advanced design is also constantly enhanced. So we always try to keep the software up to date in terms of keeping the standard codes. As well, on each version, we have new tools and features added to the software. We also saw the BIM workflow. So we saw the exchange of data in both directions between advanced steel and advanced design. You also saw that how this workflow can help you with time saving, how user-friendly and efficient is that, and it's going to affect your workflow, and it will help you with your projects as well. It will limit the number of mistakes or errors in terms of transferring your models. We saw that our dialog box, synchronization dialog box, it is a step-by-step automatic synchronization, and you have the control on the elements that you want to ignore or keep. As well, you can, in that dialog box, you can clearly see what kind of parameters has been modified in advanced design. So either it's a material or section, you can see the old one, you can see the new one or modified one, and it's going to be helpful for you to check what's happening in your model. We went through the advanced filters in synchronization dialog box. So either as a search filter or check marks that you can decide on based on what kind of properties you want to filter your changes in the synchronization dialog box and accept or ignore them. And as you saw as well, you can only adjust individual parameters per each single element. You don't need to apply all of them. You have control on them one by one. So to conclude this, well, for steel projects, can you use advanced steel or advanced design? The answer would be yes, both of them actually. You can do all of your detailing in advanced steel and all of the code check, even modeling, extra modeling modifications inside advanced design. Again, as a main conclusion as well here, how you can code check or design your steel projects, the easy answer is based on this webinar and the tools and features that we saw here is advanced design. So actually, using this workflow, you will just need to create your geometry once. And using this synchronization option, you can always send them back and forward from advanced steel and advanced design. Okay, thanks again for your time and attending today. So if you need more information or you want to request a free trial, you can always send us emails. As you see, we have our emails here, support.us@graitec.com and support.canada@graitec.com.